This week, we watched the movie that quite possibly started this whole podcast.
I will rip out your soul, Daddy.
Welcome to our podcast. I'm Brett Hayes.
And I am Steven with a PH, and this is Horror and the Hater. We finally made it to the movie that may have started the idea for this podcast, or at least got us in our roles as Horror and the Hater officially. Evil Dead from 2013, man. It's been a long ride to get here.
I know, and honestly, so we've been working up to this episode. When I pitched the idea to Steven, he asked immediately, "Are we starting with Evil Dead?" And I said, "No, dude, because I want you to see some other movies that aren't quite up to snuff yet." So,
yeah, he properly made me see a bunch of worse horror movies so that it actually may have improved my view of this movie over my initial viewing like several years ago. So
maybe
we're making progress, I guess.
Maybe we're winning here on Horror and the Hater.
All right.
So that movie is Evil Dead 2013. A lot of people will call it the remake. It's not really a remake. It's a reboot of the franchise. If you stayed for the post-credit scene, you saw Ash briefly. It's directed by Fede Alvarez, who Fede Alvarez hasn't done a ton of movies, but I mean, he did Don't Breathe, which was awesome. And we'll definitely have to look at Don't Breathe. Jane Levy's also in that movie. And Alien Romulus. Where are my Alien fans at? I love Alien Romulus. It's the newest movie entry in the franchise, and it kicks ass. So really great. He's a good director. And the movie looks good because of him. My notable actor is going to be Jane Levy. She crushes it in this movie. From going to as the heroin addicted girl that is just trying to get out in the cabin with her friends and reconnecting with her brother that left them, her and her dying mother. Yeah, she killed that part of it. She killed the part where she gets possessed and put in the basement. Yeah. She was very uncanny in that one. Didn't like that. Nope. So she was great. And my honorable mention is going to go to Lou Taylor Pucci, Eric, the teacher who releases the demon from the Necronomicon, or the Deadites from the Necronomicon. And I know what you're saying, because I'm thinking the same thing. He's an idiot. Completely agree. I thought he played the pompous, I know everything and you don't teacher better than you could play. So there were a lot of pretty good, decent actors in this movie. So it was a little harder to pick them out, but I was like, hey, why not the guy who forced them all into this situation?
Yeah, and my horrible performance is going to go to Eric, played by Lou Taylor Pucci, for no other reason really than he was such a moron. Like you can flash back and go watch the old Evil Dead stuff, what I talked about there, how to handle this situation.
Step one.
Well, here's the thing. They retconned this one.
I know.
This one. You can't burn the book anymore. My plan has been foiled.
Step two. Worry. We got shotgun.
We still probably got some salt that we can
right.
grab around that. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Yeah. Because number one, we're not going in that basement in the first place. But yeah, he was just a moron. And like every sign says, for a teacher who's normally a stickler about following the rules in your classroom, the book tells you don't say it out loud. And the first thing you do is you try to discover what the scribbled out writing says so that you can say it out loud.
No way.
I don't understand your logic here. Fuck you, Eric. You're such an idiot.
Okay. Is there another performance you got, or is it just your own one?
That's what I got.
Dang, single them out.
R.I.P. to the dog for going out. We
talk about Grandpa.
Old Grandpa. So poor Grandpa.
Yeah. We had a budget.
The dogs never make it out of these horror movies, man.
Well, they're the most keen to everything. Also, dogs, let's be honest, if there's something like on the ground or something, they're gonna eat it, and it's not gonna be good for anybody. So it's either you get Resident Evil style dog or you get dog passing away.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want to see Grandpa as a demon dog.
Maybe not. This movie had a budget of 17 million. Steven, can you even guess what it made?
You know what? We're gonna say hype around the remake. Let's go $50 million.
$50 million. This movie crushed it. $97.5 million.
I didn't want to give it the 100, but
dude, man, a success in theaters. I mean, big time. It has a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes has it as 64, and Letterboxd 3.4 out of 5. The summary of this movie is it's kind of the same as the first Evil Dead, the original, but kind of different. It's not a vacation for anybody. Nope. This is a movie about a girl who has a terrible heroin addiction, who has overdosed multiple times, and has enlisted her friends and one family member, her older brother, to stay at this cabin with her and help her get through the terrible, terrible time she's going to have coming down from stuff. Yeah.
Withdrawing from
unfortunately, it just so happens that this cabin has the Book of the Dead in it. And
how'd that get there?
I don't know, but they come along this Book of the Dead. Somebody who will not be mentioned reads a passage out of this book, and all hell breaks loose. Literally. Yeah. So walk us through it, Steven. What'd you see?
Yeah, so we start off in a flashback. A haggard and bloody woman is wandering through the forest, and something is coming to get her. After this many episodes, we should all know that you probably shouldn't walk in forests, at least not when it's dark and or misty. Those are two bad forest walking conditions.
We don't do that.
So she is running from something, and she is captured by two men who place a bag over her head and drag her off into a basement. She's obviously scared, freaking out a little bit, wondering what's going on. The bag is removed from her head, and it's her father, her own father, who has requested her kidnapping. She has been tied to a post in this basement. There's a woman reading from the Book of the Dead. And these two guys are just sitting back as the thugs trying to get this thing done because this evil is lurking. She is pleading with him. Dad, what is going on? Please, where's Mom? Mom's dead. Apparently, she killed her mom. The old woman tells him, get on with it. Let's go. Save her soul. Saving her soul involves dousing her in fuel and lighting her on fire. So she is pleading with him as he lights the match. And that's when we get our line from the intro, I will rip out your soul, Daddy. That's when he decides, you know what? No, we're gonna go ahead and light this match. So he lights her up, strikes the flame, and she goes up like a Christmas tree in January. The demon daughter taunts him. Yeah.
What'd you think of this intro?
It was fantastic intro.
It was badass. Yeah.
Very, very well shot. It was good pacing too. It wasn't, we didn't have any long drawn out runs through the woods. So thank God for that. But no, it was really, really good. And so she sits there burning, and he finishes her off with a shotgun.
With step two.
Step two is the shotgun.
Step two.
There we go. So once again, lit on fire and shotgun. This man is killing it on the steps.
Smartest guy. He should have been our honorable mention.
He should have been. Yeah. Honestly. Retroactive honorable mention, since this franchise is all about retconning stuff. He's my honorable mention.
Gotcha.
So we flash forward, and we have all these friends meeting out of the cabin of the wood. Like Brett said, this is not a vacation. They are there to get Mia off of heroin. She has got to kick that smack. So she has gathered a bunch of friends around her. There's Olivia, there's Eric, the know-it-all teacher. There's her brother David, who she and him used to come out to this cabin whenever they were kids, and had lots of good times. But David hadn't been around too much lately, but he's here for her now. And we also have Natalie, who you don't really know. She's kind of there. She's also not kind of there. She's just really in the background up until people start dropping off, and she's just kind of more there because there's fewer people. So
okay.
Natalie is also there. It's apparently David's girlfriend. Mia and David, they talk about their dead mom. They reminisce about the lullabies that she used to sing, and so they're trying to get her sober. Olivia pulls David aside and is like, "Hey, this time we got to be serious. She's already OD'd. She tried to do this. She lasted 6 hours. So we got to at least get a new record on that."
Absolutely.
So she's warning them about all the withdrawal searchings, or all the withdrawal, symptoms that are going to be coming about, and they got to stick together in this one, and they got to stay strong. So withdrawals start to set in. Mia swears that there's the smell of something dead in the house. Nobody else can smell it except for Grandpa the dog. He starts scratching at the rug, and what do we find? We find the basement door with smeared blood leading to the entrance. So what do we do in this situation, gang? Yeah, let's go investigate. Let's see what's down there in this bloody pit that we have no idea. First mistake. This is when we get out of there.
Or would you call this rut row raggy?
Yeah. No, just I'm just glad they didn't split up like Scooby and the gang do. It's just like they at least stuck together on this one.
Right.
So they decide to go down and investigate, find a bunch of dead cats hanging from the ceiling, and something that is wrapped in barbed wire and plastic. So Mia is obviously worried about all the voodoo stuff in this basement, but everybody else in this thing is a skeptic. They don't really believe in all that voodoo.
You can't really trust Mia right now. She's withdrawn.
She doesn't have like a great, but it's understandable. I would probably be uncomfortable with some of that voodoo stuff down there as well. if I went down to a room that had a chandelier of dead cats, I might get a little bit of a creepy vibe. So Mia's worried about the voodoo stuff, so she goes to walk in circles outside in the rain to preoccupy her mind and get her brain off of the fact that she isn't on heroin right now. So Eric, on the other hand, sits inside, ensnared with some morbid curiosity about this strange object that is there. So what does he do? We're going to clip that barbed wire. We're going to rip open the plastic, and we're going to reveal the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. He opens up this book, and literally on page 1, big red letters, "Leave this book alone." What does he do? We're going to keep on reading this one. We're seeing ancient symbols. We're seeing pictures of Baphomet. We're seeing a step-by-step guide on how to build your own DIY dead cat chandelier. As he turns the pages, he nicks his finger on one of the page, and a drop of his blood falls onto the book.
Do you think that the dead cat chandelier could have been like... Do you think that's where Sia got the idea for the chandelier song?
I think, who knows when did that song come out? She may have drawn some inspiration.
Years after.
Yeah. Look, you never know where an artist draws their inspiration from. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. If you want to update the Wikipedia page, I'll start spreading rumors. So
great. Got it. I'm done. Yeah, easy.
Sweet. So Book of the Dead, once again, clear instructions on do not speak it, do not write it, do not hear it. You don't even want to hear this shit. So what it says, they will open the door to him. Then he notices a word scribbled out on the other page. He's like, oh, what's this going to do? So he does that super fancy smart guy trick where he takes the paper and then he scribbles over it with a pencil. And he's able to get the little things and then just starts speaking these words. Kunda Astrada Monda. He didn't do it as creepy as that. I'm not going to say
pretty good
because I'm not a chump. Okay. So as he reveals these words, he's reading them out loud, exactly like the book told him not to. And guess what? Call's been answered, buddy. Okay. If you dial the number, they're going to pick up. Delivery in 30 minutes or less. All right. Restless spirit swoops through the woods right into Mia's body, and she vomits projectile. But here's the thing. Who knows if that's just her withdrawals or if that is a demon.
So far, I'm on her friend's side on this. She's making a scene.
Okay. Yeah. So Mia rushes inside and she says, we have got to get out of here. Olivia is like, nah, honey, we're staying here. You're not getting out of this. You got to stick it out. She asks David. He refuses. She storms into her room, grabbing the car keys sneakily on the way in, jumps out the window, takes the car, and goes speeding off into the forest. She doesn't have a good drive. It's not a good drive through the countryside. She ends up seeing a demon woman on the road, swerves to miss it, boom, crashes into a creek. She has no idea what's going on. She pulls herself out of the car. She gets out of the creek. It's much deeper water than you think it's going to be initially.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, absolutely.
She went really off in there. Gets out of the water. What else is in the water? Her car and a demon. She's running away, obviously freaked out. That's when she trips over a tree and the trees start getting her. Start grabbing onto her wrists, grabbing onto her legs, grabbing onto her throat. She's trapped. And this demon woman is right there in front of her now. She opens her mouth and out comes a weird black root. And that black root goes right up between Mia's legs in a little homage to the OG.
Yeah.
This one was a little bit like this somehow less brutal, but also just more brutal.
Way more brutal.
Yeah. It's like it wasn't as just like it wasn't that just kind of thing. But yeah, this one was rough.
Yeah.
Oof. So she is she's done. She's fully possessed at this point.
Yeah.
Knocked out. You know what's gonna happen. Nobody else at the house knows. They're out there looking for her. They find her by a tree, drag her back into the house. They give her some medicine to kind of sedate her. And they're trying to keep resolve that we got to keep her here no matter what she tries to pull. David goes in there to check on her, and she is pleading with him to get her out of here. Tells him there was something in the woods and that she thinks it's in the room with her. David is like, it's all in your head. Sleep it off.
Is it possibly the heroin?
It might be. It's just the thing. It might be the heroin. At this point, I can kind of understand a little bit of skepticism, but also there's the Book of the Dead over there, which Eric continues to fuck with. Okay, continues going in on the Book of the Dead. He's just, hey man, I got my glasses. I'm doing scholarly research over here. No, you're not, man. You're summoning demons. He sees a woman being attacked by trees in the Book of the Dead. Okay, so apparently everyone's mad at David because he hasn't been around a whole lot. Yeah. They're all kind of arguing at him. He goes out to clear the carcasses out of the basement, looking around for Grandpa the dog, but he doesn't see him. He sees a trail of blood leading off into a little hole that goes into a crawl space under the shed, and that's where we find Grandpa the dog whimpering, just sad.
Mm-hmm.
As he is holding his beloved dog, he looks over and sees a bloody hammer sitting on the floor of the shop. He rushes in the house to confront Mia, asking her, get out of the bathroom. She's pounding on the door, breaks into the bathroom to find Mia has overheated the shower. You heard that women like to take hot showers. This one this one is like that actual melt your face off kind of hot.
Yeah.
Sustained some pretty rough burns.
What a brutal like look too.
Yeah.
Because everybody's felt that shower that's like a little too hot.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, man, it feels like my skin's like bubbling. And then you see it and you're like, oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Suddenly you don't have it so bad, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to the effects department. They really did bring this movie up. Having come from the old Evil Deads and comparing old school demon special effects to new school demon special effects, very good use of that budget in this one for sure. So David is putting her in the truck and he is rushing her to get help. Seeing this reminds Eric of something from the book. He frantically flips through the pages until he finds an image of a woman dousing herself with boiling water. Eric is finally starting to put things together after causing this whole mess in the first place. Okay. Finally realizing what he did.
So, but he referenced it. So he's a pretty smart guy. I mean, he did do his research.
Do his research and look where it got us. Okay. Yeah. Also, another fun thing, right next to where someone wrote boiling water on the body, someone on the other page scrawled in all caps, "These bitches are infested."
No.
I had to go back and rewind and pause because I was like, wait, what? And so you have like one side that is written by, the doctor that was down there. And then the other side is just the unk that came in and it's just like, my prognosis, these bitches are infested.
That's awesome.
So these bitches are infested, by the way. David drives down the road with one of said infested bitches, only to find that the road is flooded and they can't get out. Not today, anyway. They give Mia some sedatives. They discuss what to do. David says they'll get her to a hospital tomorrow and everything will be fine. Eric, on the other hand, disagrees. Right for once, nothing is fine. Nothing has been fine since they got there, and he's not chill with it. So, to emphasize,
been since they got there, or been maybe since he said the 4 words scribbled out in the book, and your like professional opinion.
I mean, he didn't seem like he was super jazzed to be there in general anyway. So it may have been some other reasons. He may have had the Book of the Dead might have been a catalyst for some emotions that were already there.
Sure.
May have revealed some stuff. But yeah, he's not fine. And to emphasize how not fine things are, Mia lurches into the room, head twitching all demonically, with a shotgun. Luckily, demons are not a good shot, apparently, and she just clips Dave on the arm. Dave falls to the ground, and all of a sudden, doors, windows burst open, huge wind just howling through the cabin. Mia just stares at them expressionless and says, "You're all going to die tonight."
That was a crazy scene.
Yeah, that one was pretty wild. So she collapses, and this still doesn't convince David somehow. So yeah, Olivia tries to crawl over, get the shotgun before Mia wakes up, and as she grabs the gun, Mia grabs her and vomits about 30 gallons of red Kool-Aid right in her face. They end up trapping Mia down in the basement, bolted shut, and Eric is finally coming to terms with the fact that they are dealing with some demon shit and that it's his fault. It's all your fault, Eric. Just remember that. I hope you remember that. It's all your fault. So Olivia's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get a tranquilizer, and we're gonna sedate this demon. That's gonna work." Lydia goes get the tranquilizer, but she sees a ghoulish reflection in the mirror. Freaks out a little bit. Demon's taken another. Eric goes in to check on Olivia, and he finds her in the shower carving herself a Heath Ledger Joker smile into her face with one of the broken pieces of mirror glass. Eric is pretty freaked out, slips on a slimy piece of her face that is on the ground, and hits his back on the toilet, Just really, really messed it up. I mean, we've all been there where you just kind of you land wrong and you just wind's knocked out of you.
Have you ever fell on the toilet before?
I have, yeah. It's not fun.
It is the worst pain.
Yeah, it's those things are solid.
Yeah.
This toilet is pretty solid until it breaks, or maybe it was the sink that broke. They get in a
Right.
scuffle. Olivia has got full mount. Okay, like dude, he doesn't even have her in guard. Like he is just fully at her mercy. She is just stabbing him with broken pieces of mirror, the needle over and over and over again, right in his face.
The way the lights were going and everything when that was happening too, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. No, we get to see Eric pull the needle right out of his face. That was another props to the special effects department on that one. So she's stabbing, they're fighting. He finally is able to just beat her head in with a broken piece of sink. And that's when David and Natalie walk in, who and once again, this is the first time that we really get to see Natalie like fully in frame almost.
Yeah, a little bit.
They burst in and find this bloodbath. They try to bandage up Eric. David smartly uses some duct tape to get that blood to stop. That's right close to Eric's heart. Eric then confesses that he read a passage from this book and that he fears that he is the one responsible for this. He is. He released something evil. Okay. Natalie, meanwhile, tries to get water from the kitchen. She hears a loud bang and sees that the basement door is wide open. She goes to leave, but hears Mia's whimpering voice calling out to her, pleading for help at the bottom of the basement. And Natalie, having learned nothing so far.
Well, she hasn't been in any of the rooms. We just covered. She's pretty much just been forgotten and ignored. Nobody's probably even talked to her about it, to be completely honest.
I mean, I feel like she should have seen something was going on, maybe pick
all
up on
she knows.
I feel like she was there for the first basement trip.
No, all she knows is like, this girl's, trying to get off heroin.
All right. But still, she goes down into the creepy basement.
Okay.
To try to help out Mia.
Yeah.
As she gets closer, Mia's voice gets more demonic. And she tells Natalie that he won't let any of them leave. Natalie runs up the stairs, but breaks the last step. She's able to pull herself out of the basement, but gets dragged back inside. Door shuts. She's done. Mia starts with a little bit of demon floor play, slowly licking up her leg. Bites Natalie's hand and then licks the razor blade.
Yeah.
Splitting her tongue in an appropriately demonic forked one.
Yeah.
She then screams, "Kiss me, you cunt!"
Right.
And latches her bloody mouth onto Natalie's. That's when David opens the door and is like, "What? Why are you making out with another girl?" No, that's when David opens the door and then pulls Natalie out of the basement. But yeah, Mia isn't there anymore. She is she's fully gone.
I just want to say, when she did that box cutter thing with her tongue, I remember the first time I saw that and being like, "Oh God, dude!" Like that was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was, once again, unlimited props to the VFX department on this one. They
crushed it.
They really crushed it. This made up for every Street Trash and Evil Dead that I had to watch up until now. So Mia is taunting David, letting her know that her sister is not there, and his sister is not there anymore. His little sister is being something in hell. Yeah, we can't say it on YouTube.
It's essayed.
David slams the door, nails it shut for good measure, chains it closed for better measure, and resolves it's like she's not getting out of there until I want her to be out. So Eric, at this point, he knows that he fucked up. He tries burning the book, and it doesn't work. Apparently, if you activate the spells, you can't burn the book. Okay, got to burn the book first before the demons get out. Okay, once they come in, they get the fire. It's part of their powers. They get to use all the fire powers. So no, you can't burn the book anymore.
I don't even think that it's that you can't read the spells first, because I feel like that old witchy woman that we saw at the very beginning of the film would have just burned the book. Her step one probably was burn the book.
Actually, you know what? Okay. You know what? Retcon has forced me to change my tactics for this one. So yeah, we're gonna have to get out of there and
so step one defaults to shotgun.
Yep. We're getting the shotgun and we're getting out of there. That's what we're doing. So we have changed our steps for this one.
Easy.
So Eric is trying to burn the book. It doesn't work. We sit there and we watch the book just be completely unaffected. He tries to convince David still that something supernatural is happening. He says that they have to kill her. And David is still trying to convince himself that there is a logical explanation for this. Yes, sir. The logical explanation is that you have awoken a demon. That's what's logical in this situation. He's like, no, maybe there was something with the cats. Maybe there was a disease that got into the brain and made her.
Maybe Grandpa did it.
Maybe Grandpa did it. Who knows what it could have been? There's got to be a logical explanation. Meanwhile, Natalie tries to clean the bite from the demon, and the demon begins to take over her hand. We get another little homage to the OG movie with a demon hand. So she fights off this demon hand until she finally can't stop it any longer from going up. So she grabs the electric knife that they were using to carve the roast beast earlier, and just boom. It wasn't a chainsaw cutting off the hand, but
she's the new Ash by default.
Yeah, so she's now the new Ash. She does not last nearly as long as Ash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's not gonna get to go take over a kingdom in ancient.
We don't talk about that.
Okay. So so she cuts off her own arm before that demonic deterioration can reach the rest of her body. Boys come back to find her. Mia laughs from the basement at all this chaos she has caused. David and Eric go back to the book to look for clues on how to stop it. Apparently, we got 3 options to purify the body. There's live burial, there's dismemberment, and there's purification by fire. We've already seen the first one in our opening, the purification by fire. The shotgun was just for good measure. That wasn't. They didn't put that in the Necronomicon. Surprisingly.
Shotgun?
The shotgun was not in the Necronomicon. They had nothing about it. It was just live burial, dismemberment, purification by fire. Those were the only options that we got. It's kind of crazy.
Weak.
Yep. David still trying to rationalize it. Maybe she went crazy like mom did. You know, mental illness runs in the. Their mom died in a psych ward.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just genetics catching up with him. Eric, on the other hand, can't believe that he won't get it through his head that this is demons. It's demons, bro. So he decides he's just going to burn this place down. Purification by fire. That's what we're going to do. We're burning the cabin down. Smartest decision that he has made the entire time. But before he can go all Pyro Pope on him, something hits him in the back. You like that one, Pyro Pope?
Yeah, Pyro Pope. Pretty good.
Natalie has returned to the house, and she is holding a nail gun in her one remaining hand, clearly having practiced her aim on her own face. So she starts laying down suppressing fire with the nail gun and fills up Eric like a pin cushion. David is able to tackle her, but she beats him with a crowbar until Eric draws her attention away. She turns crowbar on him. And as she is about to deliver that final blow, David grabs a shotgun, blows her arm off.
I just want to say how crazy is it that Eric just keeps getting up. From this point on, Eric is a pincushion.
He deserves it.
But
This
every
is
time,
your fault, bro.
every time he's getting hit by stuff, I'm just like, oh no, Eric, evasive maneuver, Eric.
He's not good at it at all, man. He's not agile. He's not quick. He's very gangly. No. But he is luckily able to throw up the hand over his heart so he doesn't take a nail directly to the heart.
True.
At least got the reflexes on that. But yeah, between shards of glass, hypodermic needles, nail guns, and I'm sure he probably got peppered a little bit with a few of those BBs from the shotgun. He's taking it from all angles. So she turns to face him and then returns to her normal voice to coax him back into letting her live, collapses on his lap, and I guess dies. Yeah, I think she's kind of dismembered-ish. But David pulls Eric out of the house and tries to reassure him. Eric is like, dude, I don't want to be the devil's bitch. Okay. So just like, please, we got to do something. David, he's resolved now. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do. Starts with Olivia's body, puts it in the shower, lights it up, burn it. Purification by fire. Uses the chainsaw to cut up the rest of Natalie. Boom, dismemberment. And then spreads gasoline around the house, preparing, light that baby up. But before he is able to drop the lighter, he hears Mia's muffled voice singing that lullaby their mom used to sing to him. And he just can't do it. But now he's got another idea. Goes all MacGyver, starts building something in the garage from supplies that he finds around the cabin, digs a grave in preparation, then opens up the basement and goes down to find Mia, armed with a flashlight and a syringe with, I guess, a tranquilizer in it.
Sure.
Really bad choice of weapons. My loadout would have been completely different, but I understand.
What would your loadout have been?
Would have just been the shotgun. Would have been the shotgun. Hopefully some holy water if I had it. Doubt I would have had it at that point. I would have probably tried to fashion a crucifix at least, just, something. But no, we're going shotgun at least. We're getting that chainsaw. I mean, clearly, we've already used that.
The turkey carver.
The turkey carver? Yeah. Well, no, he went to the garage. He got
he got a chainsaw.
The real chainsaw. So, which, don't worry, guys. The chainsaw will make a reappearance later on in the movie. So he goes down there with a flashlight and a needle, and it's just not a good idea, man. She appears from the dark. She attacks him, nearly drowns him. Eric shows up just in the nick of time to knock Mia out. Eric uses his last breath to tell David that he missed him before succumbing to his injuries and passing away. David grabs Mia's unconscious body, dresses her for burial, and buries her with a bag over her face. As he's about to put the final shovels of dirt over her, though, she wakes up and starts to plead with David, doing the old demon tricks of like, why am I here? Why are you doing this to me? David's not buying it this time. He's like, nah, bitch, another shovel of dirt. She drops the act, goes into demon mode, tells her all about how her sick mom hated David, how she's waiting in hell for him. Starts hitting him with the family stuff. Demons are good at hitting you with the family stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They know how to get you. He powers through all of it, though, is able to fill that grave. Then all of a sudden, after a little while that the dirt has been over Mia's body, we see the flame that has been, I forgot to mention this earlier, but like lightning struck a tree and this tree's just been on fire the entire time.
Right.
Just been on fire the entire time. As soon as he covers it with dirt, gives it a few seconds, tree goes out. Boom. Okay. Curse is broken. That tree magically extinguished. We got to be good. So at this point, he grabs a shovel, starts digging up Mia's body. The contraption that he made was a redneck defibrillator. And so he stabs her with 2 needles hooked up to a car battery and tries it until the car battery just doesn't.
You know what really bothers me? I could not I wouldn't think about that. Like
I no. Who's thinking of that?
nobody. And it's because they set it up in the beginning that he was a mechanic at an auto shop in
Okay,
Chicago.
that's all right. That's what I was wondering why they
Yeah.
were doing that. All right, cool. I guess they at least make it more believable. But yeah, that was a very elaborate defibrillator. So obviously it didn't work. So he's super bummed up about it. He walks off, but hears a faint call from behind him. Oh my gosh, Mia's alive. It
Mhm.
freaking worked. The mechanic has fixed more than just the car this time. Okay.
Oh, oh,
So David goes inside to get the car keys. Pauses to grab a photo of him and Mia and Eric on the wall when all of a sudden he is stabbed in the neck by zombie Eric. Stumbles out, tells Mia to go before locking himself into the house with Eric. Grabs the shotgun, shoots the gas can on the table, lighting the whole house up, burning the demon right out of Eric. So he fulfilled his last wish. Wasn't the devil's bitch anymore. He got him out of that. So Mia, she cries for her brother and finds the necklace that he gave her at the beginning of the movie, and then blood just starts raining from the sky.
heavy metal, dude.
This curse is clearly not broken. A hand reaches out of the ground, grabs Mia. A woman pulls herself out of the grave, comes after her. She escapes through the car, into the crawl space, up into the shed, and is finally able to get a hold of that chainsaw. That demon crawls after her. She finally starts the chainsaw, cuts the feet off the demon, but the demon then flips the car over and pins her hand on the ground with it. At some point, Mia is just like, we're done with this. Rips her hand off of her wrist, grabs the chainsaw, and gets ready to do battle.
Is that physically possible? Do you think it's physically possible to do that to yourself?
I don't think someone of Mia's body mass would be able to pull it off. Maybe with adrenaline, like you never know with adrenaline, moms
Sure.
will like rip seat belts out and flip cars and stuff. So who knows? I don't know if it would be like you gotta at least kind of like break it a little bit, and then she just goes for like we're just
I
gonna
think
pull it
well
right.
that Jeep probably broke that thing immediately when it fell on her.
That's true. So yeah,
I
but
just
it
wondered. Wonder what you
it
thought.
was yeah. Who knows? But then we get Mia with the chainsaw, ready to face this demon. Demon, no feet, crawling after her, says she's gonna feast on her soul. Mia says, "Feast on this motherfucker," and then makes the demon deep throat the chainsaw. Which it was great scene on that. You get
Yeah.
good angles, good silhouette of just chainsaw going right through the demon's face. Uh, just peels her cap like a grape, and then the demon gets sucked back into hell with all the different pieces. Blood rain stops, sun rises, and the camera pans down to the Book of the Dead as it closes in on itself until the next idiot named Eric opens it up.
Oh, okay.
You get the credits. And then if you stayed for the after credit scene, Mia has collapsed on the road trying to get home and is picked up by a nice old man in his truck. He says he's gonna get her back, make her all right. And as she lays in the back seat, her eyes jolt open as we cut to black, very dramatically. So that old guy was Ash.
You know what's weird is I mean, we just watched the movie. I just watched the movie, and I didn't realize it at first if it was. But when I looked at the cast and crew, it had him, and then I clicked on it. It was like after credit scene
Okay, yeah,
as Ash Williams, and
that's what
I just didn't recognize him when it
he's just a
happened.
lot older. He's put on a little weight.
Sure.
He's grandpa looking at this point. So yeah, but I figured that's who it was. Like whenever like whenever they do a super close up on his face as he's like
Mm.
kind of reaching down to help her, I was like, okay, that's gotta be Ash. But yeah, so that's Evil Dead 2013.
Yeah, man. So Evil Dead 2013, spoiler, is my favorite Evil Dead. I saw it it was the second movie I saw from the Evil Dead franchise, the first one being the original Evil Dead. And then I saw this one, followed by Army of Darkness. Now I've seen them all. But man, there's so much to like about this movie. One, first and foremost, getting in that setting and making it like a believable story to be in that setting, more than just like, hey, we've got some teenagers that want to party or whatever.
At a cabin in the woods.
Which
the worst party location.
I'm not pretentious. I like, the kids party in the woods, and then not Michael Myers, but Jason Voorhees goes and slaughters them. Whatever. I'm cool with it. But I like that they did something different and it made it believable.
Yeah.
It set it up, and it also really helped to set up the rest of it. When the stuff was happening and not everybody was on board yet, you could easily pass it off if you didn't see what happened to her directly as she's just freaking out, man. Like, this is going to be really hard. We've all talked about this. Yeah. So I really liked that. First and foremost, the story in this one. Dynamics a lot. Yeah, story in this one was above and way better, in my opinion, than any other Evil Dead. And then we got into the special effects, the makeup department, the gore that was going on in this movie was insane. We glossed over a moment where she's being chased by that demon. It's raining blood, and she gets into the utility shed, and it's throwing that machete, or it's a machete, right? Or is it a saw?
Yeah, she's stabbing the machete.
Yeah, and it's just like it finally hits her kneecap, and you're like, oh, yeah. Yeah. So it was such a cool thing, and that was the worst of the. There's no worst in this movie, by the way, but that was the weakest one, and I thought that was really effective too. So all of the gore in this movie was great. That sets it up perfectly with the the girl's on fire, shotgun to the face, and you're like, God damn, like what movie you're in for already. It's metal as hell, man. This movie's so good on that front. And then like I said earlier, Jane Levy just kills it. Even in that bedroom scene where he's trying to like comfort her a little bit, but she has just had this thing happen out in the woods and is like freaking out. Like
that one, yeah. Because she in that moment, like that might be the last scene where she has a little bit of herself in her before she, before the end. And so it's like that's the last little bit of Mia, and being able to kind of like strike that balance between like I'm me and I'm scared, and then also I have a demon, like there's a demon inside me. It was just she did a fantastic job.
Dude. Now onto like my dislikes. There's not a ton that I really dislike about the movie. One kind of being beyond Jane Levy. I'm not saying anybody did bad. It was just, it almost felt like you could plug and play, or maybe the dialogue for characters. I mean, the dialogue wasn't bad in this movie, but just something was amiss. I don't know if it was really the actors or just how they were written. Like, hey, you're not going to get that much screen time with these guys. We're moving this story along, which is fine. And part of that, the pacing towards the end, when you finally make it out of the house and his sister's revived, one, I didn't like that you didn't see her wake up, that he turns around and she's just standing there. That was crazy. I was like, what are we wasting this 15 seconds on right now?
And that also partially made me think that it's like, wait, is the demon still in there?
When I was younger and saw this movie, that is exactly what I thought. I was like, oh shit, she's about to get the little, glad for you thing and then murder. But like that didn't happen. It was really her. I liked the twist where Eric was now as he called it, the devil's bitch, and kills Dave. But
that was the one thing where I was like, you gotta, as soon as he dies, like I know that you're on the clock with Mia and you want to get that done. Same time, I feel like I want to do something. I'm at least gonna throw that one in the grave as well, or light it on fire, or do
the house. The house was already covered in gasoline. Let it on your way out. You have nothing else to lose. You have no car. You have no way to get out.
Just grab the keys if you want to. Grab that one last photo off the wall, and then you don't need anything in that house. You can buy new clothes.
Yeah. Other than that, I thought the most intense scene of the movie, if it wasn't the utility shed where she was getting stabbed through the wall, was the what's her name?
Natalie?
No, the other one, Jess. It's not Olivia. Jessica, is it? Olivia.
Yeah.
When she cuts her face off and is now going after Eric, that whole scene, you're like, oh crap! Like I kept sitting there moving, like, Eric, do something.
Just from the start, when you see her face opened up, like that one was a good one right there.
Oh yeah,
that was a good one. And then from that to just the entire, like, how they shot that scene, how you could still tell what was going on, but it was still chaotic. That's one thing that I kind of hate about like horror and action movies, is whenever they do have these chaotic scenes, they're just doing so many like different cuts and like different things. And you're like, I can't even tell what's going on right now. Like, I would rather just have a still camera like sitting on this so I could watch it like it's a freaking UFC fight or something.
Dude, but so with all that being said, this is a 4-star film. I fucking love this movie. I think it is so brutal. It's got a decent story for a hack and slash. 4 stars, man. What say you?
I'm gonna go. This is gonna get a lot better than what I would have rated it when we first watched this a long time ago. We're gonna go with a 3.5.
Okay.
Feel like we still need some hater cred in there, mostly because Eric's just a freaking idiot, man.
Just hates Eric.
And also another thing, like, I'm just a little bit worried for Mia, because after such a traumatic experience, I would probably cope with some drugs. So like, she really needs to make sure. Plus, her entire support system was just murdered, mostly by her. And so she needs to get in a program or something, like an NA, or like stay close friends with that dude in the truck. I don't know. But, she really needs to be careful.
Yeah, she had a rough time. But hey, this is really a story telling you to stay away from drugs, and your friends won't open up the Book of the Dead and get you to murder them.
But also just stay away from demon books. If you ever come across one, just be like, you know what? We're gonna leave that one.
Another thing we learned is always carry a shotgun.
So these are your tips, folks. Always carry a shotgun. Don't fuck with demons.
Yeah. And you know what? With that, it has been Horror and the Hater, and we'll catch you later.